What is up, guys? Dzeeff here. Today we have a very exciting video for you. So we have the brand new structure deck Albaz Strike. This is by far Konami's best structure deck that they've released in years, and in today's video we're going to find out why that is. In my opinion, the structure deck has three very important things that all structure decks should strive to have. So first off, the structure deck has a ton of competitively viable new cards that a lot of players are going to be playing at tournaments, and that's obviously really good. Second, this structure deck has a ton of great reprints that are sure to make budget players very happy. And finally, and a lot of structure decks do have those first two things but struggle with this last thing, you can build a pretty competent deck with only 3 of these, which is incredible. By the way, this particular structure deck was sent to me by Konami, so thank you for that. It was kind of funny. I was like leaving my house to go to locals to pick up my other copies of this structure deck so that I can play with these cards, and the FedEx person showed up as I was leaving, so I grabbed this right before I left. So this deck is, oh my gosh, it's crazy. I know I talked about the Albaz cards in Master Duel like a week ago, and this is really what makes the Albaz cards so competitive. Now, if you are playing a truly competitive version of this deck, you will probably combine it with the Despia cards, but honestly, you can play these cards in a lot of different decks, not to mention there are a ton of generic reprints in this set. First up, we have Tri-Brigade Mer Courier. This is a new card that kind of acts as a hand trap while in your hand, and it also has a couple cool synergies. We also have Spriggan's Kit as another ultra rare. The Golden Sword Soul, so if you guys remember, and I don't really know a ton about it, but the Albaz cards all relate to a bunch of the current archetypes that we play in Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is why these cards are all from different archetypes, but they kind of work together. This is the brand new crazy powerful boss monster, Mirror Jade of the Ice Blade Dragon. This is by far probably one of the best cards in the entire set. It's going to be a 3 of for a lot of players. It kind of has like a really cool banishing effect. This card also has like an absolute zero effect, which is pretty good too. Next up, we have the Searing Dragon, another new fusion monster in this structure deck. So this card really helps you recycle cards, which can make it easier to win in grindier matchups. We also have Branded Fusion, probably the best main deck card in this entire box in terms of the new cards at least. Branded Fusion is incredibly powerful. It's basically a Shaddoll fusion that requires no setup, and the only restriction on it is that you're only allowed to summon fusion monsters from the extra deck during the turn that you activate it. But luckily, all of the Albaz decks only really want to fusion summon anyway. This is going to be a staple 3 of for a long time. Branded Sword is a new trap card for the Albaz branded stuff. We have Branded Retribution, a new counter trap card as well, if you want a little bit of negation. We have Fallen of Albaz. This card was originally printed as a secret rare a few years ago, but obviously now it is a common because it is in its own structure deck. Next up, we have Albion the Shrouded Dragon, a very good card. I recently featured this in a video actually not too long ago. Dogmatica Fleur-de-Lis, the Knighted, great reprint there. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon with the old artwork, but with the which is pretty cool. Thunder King Kaiju, as well as, oh, I guess that's not next, but there's also another Kaiju in the set. We have Chaos Dragon Levineer. So weird to see this card as a common, but it is a very nice reprint. We have, there's the other Kaiju, Radian, the multi-dimensional Kaiju. Great card there. Artifact Scythe, as much as I wish this card was banned, because it is currently not banned. I mean, this is a card that people are looking for, but please, Konami, ban this card on the next ban list. We have White Dragon Wyverburster, as well as a Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, of course. Great pair of Chaos cards there. And we have Starliege Seifert, very good Chaos Dragon card, and we have a lot of targets for it. Keeper of the Dragon Magic, this is a fusion deck after all. Summoner Monk, pretty good card to get to a lot of these level 4s. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, currently one of the best and most popular hand traps in the format, and now it's getting a common structure deck reprint. This is one of the biggest reasons to pick up this deck right now. It reminds me a lot of when Ash Blossom was in the Salaman Great structure deck. We also have Effect Veiler, another great hand trap right now. Omni Dragon Brotar, classically good dragon monster for a lot of decks over the years. Branded Lost, branded in white, branded Bond, Fusion Gate, Fusion Recycling Plant, Fusion Substitute, a lot of fusion cards here. Gold Sarcophagus, good reprint there. Pot of Extravagance, it has gotten many reprints over the years, but this will obviously be the least expensive, which is pretty exciting. You know, when we were opening Pot of Desires a few years back in a structure deck, I told myself eventually someday we'd get Pot of Extravagance in a structure deck, and we are finally getting it in the Albaz one, so that's pretty cool. Called by the Grave, I mean staple one of in basically every deck in the entire game. Dark Ruler No More as a common, so this card is obviously very good in a lot of formats. It's a really good side deck option and sometimes even a good main deck option too. Screams of the branded, Judgment of the branded, Necrofusion, that brings me back to Duel Links, back to the front, Warning Point, I love this card so much, there can be only one, fantastic Floodgate card, Dimensional Barrier, really good card, this format especially because we're about to enter a format where a lot of people are playing fusion monsters, so D-Barrier is very good. Waking the Dragon if you want to troll the opponent, I guess. Titaniclad, the Ash Dragon is in here as well as a common that looks wild. We have the Glory Dragon, Sprind, the Iron Dash Dragon, Albion, the Branded Dragon, and then we have a bunch of tokens. We have Albaz the Shrouded, oh, they all have names. Albaz the Shrouded, Ecclesia the Exiled, Tri-Brigade, the Virtuous Vestals, and Aluber the Dogmatic, or Alibur, I don't know how to pronounce that. Everyone always makes fun of people for pronouncing that wrong, but yeah, so we have 5 tokens there as well. This is a crazy structure deck. I hope I was able to capture that in today's video, but really, if you've been trying to get into the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG because you've been playing a lot of Master Duel recently, this is the structure deck to pick up. So this is a really good structure deck, and I'm super happy with what Konami has done with this release because it really feels like they pulled no punches here. We have pretty much all of the cards that we would ever want out of a structure deck. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comment section below if you've picked up the structure deck and what decks you plan on building using the new cards. I'll see you later though. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.